Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worst, and today we're going to talk about a publisher that is small in size but big in innovation, and that is Humble Lamb. Right here in my home state of Kentucky. They are just a couple hours away from me in a little town called Liberty. They have a basic little simple studio they do all their work in. It's right off their family farm. I've done an interview with them. I'll put a couple of those interviews on the end screen so you can check them out. It's pretty fascinating what they've been able to do in such a big way, being such a small publisher that really only consists of Daniel and his family. But here's some things they've been able to do so far. And we have the NASB 2020 His Story Bible. This Bible is laid out to emphasize stories and not chapters. So they use drop caps to emphasize each subtitle and each story, and the chapters are diminished right here, where you almost don't even know they're there. The whole idea behind this is to emphasize the stories of the Bible, and of course, when you look at the foredge gilding, that is just next level awesome right there. The next thing I want to talk about is actually one of their originals, the first Bible they put in print, which was the NKJV, now called the Shepherd, and it is a single column, references on the outside column lined up next to the verses, so you don't have to have any difficulty finding them. And one thing about Humble Lamb and their gilding with these is they offer two options. One of them is a colored gilding that kind of matches the cover. So this one is orange, so it's going to have an orange gilding. All the other colors kind of match their cover. Really nice. They really shine in their gilding. Also, one thing that's really cool is their cover is made of Mauritian goat skin, and their liner is also made of Mauritian goat skin. Excellent work. Then with the Shepherd, they offered same layout, but check this out, the foredge gilding of the Shepherd. That is just so innovative and so neat. And one thing I like is they round those spines. Check it out. You don't have a whole lot of publishers that offer those nice rounded spines like that. Now to the Lion. Now the Lion is about to get a refresh, which we're going to talk about in just a minute, but the Lion comes also in two formats, multiple different colors. This one is the lunar yellow, and you can see they add the black art gilding to that. What's really cool about the Lion is you have this really nice 11-point font, and then you have your references on the bottom, but below your references, instead of notes, they have the archaic words defined. So if you struggle with the King James, then you just look down on the same page and it can help you with some of those older English words. Also, a cool thing about Humble Lamb is their words of Christ are in blue. And if you know anything about me and my love for the NKJV McLaren, I love the words of Christ in blue. There's something soothing about it. I prefer it over red. They were one of the innovators in doing this. Now I know there were some older Bibles years ago that had words of Christ in blue, but as far as bringing it into the market today, Humble Lamb stands alone. They are very innovative and they're not afraid to press the envelope and try new things. Which leads me to this. This is the Lion with the foredge. And check it out. Oh, this is just so beautiful. That is something else. And of course you have that beautiful large print, double column, paragraph format, nice beautiful verses. It's got the pilcrows for the beginning of a paragraph. It has some simplified drop caps, but there are still drop caps there. Really excellent. So now I want to talk to you about what's coming up from Humble Lamb. Is they're doing a KJV Lion refresh. And in this Lion refresh, they're going to have a brand new art gilding pattern that has the lion crushing the serpent's head. You can check out an example of that right here on the screen. That is absolutely beautiful. Also, in the midst of the array of colors that they offer, they're going to be offering two new colors. One of them is olive green. Here's an example of that right here on the screen. And also they're going to be offering storm gray. Here's another example of that right here on the screen. So pushing the color envelope, widening their color palette, Humble Lamb really is unafraid to test and push boundaries. And that's something I really appreciate about them. Another thing they're doing with the Lion refresh is it's going to have a semi-yap. So not quite a full yap and not quite a steep. This is a standard yap right here. A semi-yap is going to have a little bit more of a fold that covers that. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you an example on the screen here. This is showing kind of how the liner is just a little bit longer, so you can see that semi-yap is going to make it really nice and give it that really extra regal look. Also, there's a couple updates they're going to be doing to the liner. I don't know what that means, so we'll just have to wait and check that out and see what they're doing with the liner, but I'm excited about it. And also, Humble Lamb always brings the A game with their boxes, and for this Lion refresh, that is no exception. They're doing a fresh update to the box, so I am excited to see how everything looks from the box to the updates in the liner to that 4-edge gilding. And then one last thing is Humble Lamb is now discontinuing their paste-off liners. They are no longer offering paste-off. They're only doing the edge line. They're also talking about adding a couple new translations, so there's no telling what's on the horizon for Humble Lamb, but I am proud to reside in the same state, and I really look forward to seeing what their future holds. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nichols Worth.